Have you been gentle with your squad, Daniel, since Wolves? Have you, in terms of load and things like that, have you given them a bit of time off and a bit of preparation? Or?
I think I'm always gentle with the lads. Sometimes the gentle think it's the other way around, but I've got the feeling I'm always gentle with them. Yes, I think especially because of the load, and especially it's not only the physical load, it's also the mental load, and it's not so easy when you have to accept that you don't get the deserved benefit out of the Arsenal game, or when you have such unlucky decisions of the referee in the derby game that were determining, or then the Wolves game, and you have to accept that they were the better team. It's not so easy for that, and for that we calmed the load in the training a bit down. We had yesterday a day off. I think it was the right decision to give them some free time to recreate and to clear the mind and to think about some other topics than just football. So to be there really refreshed and with a good motivation and a good attitude for the game tomorrow. And today the mood during the training was really good, and for that I think it was totally the right decision. But we will see it tomorrow.
No, that's always. Are you still finding you're adapting what you do in terms of what you're putting on the players in terms of effort to the rigours and how relentless it's been, or is it still kind of just what you expected?
No, you always try to work on your ideas and your philosophy, and although you see, okay, in many points the players adapt and try to bring it on the pitch, you always find some topics you have to work on. So like the process of the season in the beginning, we had the feeling, you have to work especially on the defense behavior, because there were some so big problems in the last season and also in the beginning of the season, and we improved so much in this area. But right now we have to struggle with scoring goals and especially with being really clinical in finishing especially with the first big chances of a game, and we're struggling a bit in this topic, and we have to work on. And when we reach this, there will be another topic, perhaps more flexibility or something like this. So it's always a process, and the process never stops, and you always try to work on this content, and you want to develop your squad. But all in all, with the developing and the progress, I'm really content.
This is quite a tough question, but a lot of managers necessarily wouldn't have gone full pelt, named their strongest sides in the cup runs, and then hoping that they benefit in the league. You went very strong at Arsenal, obviously captured a lot of people's imaginations, yet that 120, 130 minutes did seem to catch up with you in the last two league games. Is there any part of you that regrets that, or would have changed it for the world or anything?
No. So in Germany there's a saw, you would say, one day you have to die. So that's quite normal. So when you say you want a cup run and you want to try everything, and I think we were pretty close to go under the last eight teams, and then there's perhaps a home game in the next round, and we are able to go under the last four, then Europe is not so far away. And I think when there's such a big chance, you have to take the risk and to try everything. And we were not pretty close to have a win after 90 minutes. And if you had this win in just 90 minutes, everything would be okay. And I'm pretty sure that we would have won the derby game too, because then you play with aphorism and the load is not so big because it was just 90 minutes. So it was when you have to take the risk and you want to win this cup game. Yeah, it's always could be that it's perhaps a lot of load for the next league game, but we had the decision. I think it was totally right, because I always play to win, and there's no game I want to give it away like a present. And perhaps some friendly games you don't have to be so serious, but when there is a competition, it's a league or it's a cup, it's a FA Cup or the Carabao Cup, we always want to win the games. And I totally think it was the right decision. Also yeah, we had this loss after 120 minutes. It was possible to have a win against Derby too. So when I think about the situations, we spoke a lot about the referee and about the missed chances. It was possible to win this game, and when I had the chance again to bring a really strong squad, I would do the 100% the same and not playing with perhaps my assistant coach and the bus driver and with me or whatever. No, I don't know.
The bus driver. We
Yes.
played one a few weeks ago, didn't we?
Yes.
Just one more. You started with Marley on Tuesday, and you have Josh playing alongside him as well for a period of it. Those when it's those guys up front, is it most important that they have space to run into and get in behind? Because they seem short of that. And I know when Marley played up top at Brentford, he really was able to take advantage of that. That was one of his better performances playing in that role.
Yes, 100%. Marley was, for example, brilliant at Brentford, and that helps that we used one of our first chances in this game, because then we were in lead and Brentford had to open up, and then we could use the pace of Josh and of Marley. So, like I mentioned, it's always important to go in lead, or at least not to be back. And sadly, we conceded a pretty early goal for the Wolves after 19 or 20 minutes, and yeah, then. Especially for Josh and for Marley, for Josh, who has the biggest strength with his speed and with his pace, it's not so easy to create chance. Then they have to play more in small fields and in the pocket, and they have to improve and to learn to work in this pockets too. So the history of the game doesn't help against the Wolves. So for that, I was really annoyed to concede this goal after 90 minutes with their first chance. And yeah, but you couldn't change, and it was like that we concede this goal, and for that it was not so easy. I think, especially for Marley, it was important to have a game, because he was 5.5 weeks without a game, and yeah, we know he was not in his rhythm, and yeah, this break for him doesn't help, and but we had the feeling, okay, when we don't give him some minutes, so how should he come into his rhythm? So it just works with some minutes and with some games. And in addition to that, there was a lot of load on Cameron as well, and I got in my mind, okay, also in Bolton, perhaps it's a little bit more the game when you work perhaps a little bit more with a striker in the box and with crossing situation, and for that. Cameron is brilliant, and perhaps against a really strong team like Wolves, perhaps there are some more situations when you find some counter movements and whatever. And for that, we had the feeling, okay, it's the right decision to put Marley and Josh on the pitch. And yeah, but sadly we were back pretty soon in this game, and yeah, the plan didn't work.
It was fun, but yes. I guess so with Bolton, maybe there will be a bit more space, especially if you get yourselves ahead.
Yeah, we will see. You never know before how a game develops, but yeah, we're looking forward to, and we are prepared for for different things. We're also prepared for a really aggressive and high intensity playing home team, and yeah, like I mentioned, it will be a lot of load, and it will be a tough game, but hopefully we can win some points.